What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we're going to talk about that love and marriage DC. And as a native of the DC area, I am excited for this show. So I'm going to give you a little bit of behind the scenes about some of the characters that are on the show, just from personal things that I know and kind of perusing the internet. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, y'all. So, Love and Marriage DC is coming out. Okay. It's said to be coming out after Love and Marriage Huntsville. I saw a recent live with Monique and Carlos King where they're talking about Monique really being shown as her full self. Okay. So, I'm really excited to see this. In the interview, on the live, she had Carlos come on the live, and basically she was like she wasn't able to be fully shown in her full life in Potomac. Okay. So now you're going to really get to see her everyday life with her businesses, with her children, with Chris. We're actually going to see more of Chris. And the other two couples that are going to be on the show are really interesting. Like, I actually personally met Arena Tyler in person. Her and her husband James are going to be on the show. They are serial entrepreneurs in the DMV area. They have a gym called the Tyler's Body Makeover in the Capitol Heights area. They're into real estate. They do a lot of flips and own several properties. They Arena recently was in a movie as well. I think this was her first movie. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of stuff cycling around the Tylers. Okay. I also recently, well, not recently, but a couple years ago, actually had the opportunity to be on her team. Arena also did a lot of different network marketing ventures. I know she was a top seller in It Works Global, and she also did Melaleuca for a stint. And I was actually one of the people that were close to her on the team. Okay. So Arena is a real businesswoman. I know James was in the a part of the law enforcement system. I don't know if he retired or not, but I think it's allegedly he's retired from that. And now they're focusing on all of their businesses. And they also are party promoters. So they do a lot of party promotions, parties, things of that nature in the area. But what I found very interesting about them, and I'm gonna show y'all a couple of pictures that just kind of raise my undone eyebrows. Okay, let me just first thing, they love to wear a label, child. Everywhere they go, it's gonna be boots with the fur, Gucci this, Gucci that. It's gonna be all the labels. Okay. Then, as you can see here, they were at Robin and Juan's proposal. So I remember seeing them on this episode. So they were there celebrating the nuptials with them, as you will. Okay. So we know that I've allegedly in the past, I've heard that Arena has tried several times to get on the Real Housewives of Potomac, which I get it. As a person that has a lot of businesses like she does, I can imagine wanting to be on reality TV as well. Okay. So now I guess she finally struck gold with being able to get on Love and Marriage DC. So I'm going to be interested to see what they showcase and how this turns out for them. So here you can see hanging out with Robin and Juan at the proposal. You probably will see these two in the background of a lot of different local celebrities' photos and things like that, because they always on scene, child. Okay, they got to be seen, and they're gonna be seen in them labels, and they gonna be seen and make a presence. Okay, so that's James and Arena Tyler here with the Dixons. So this is where I first saw them with the Samuels. Okay, so you see them here with DJ Quicksilver and his wife. And I don't remember who this other couple is. I do have to get some information, the names of that couple. But this is the first picture that I actually saw them all together. So This is where everybody was sort of speculating on who was going to be on the show and how this was going to go, and just literally how all of them even really knew each other in the first place. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see how these couples kind of intermingle. Okay. Now, this was also a picture that kind of threw me for the loop. Okay. So, same outfit, if you don't notice. Okay. Um, we're here hanging out with Candace. Now, this is Candace's birthday, okay? So, Candace had a party at her house. I guess Arena and James were like, listen, we're hanging out with the Samuels, and then we just gonna pop on over to Candace's birthday party and celebrate with her child. Now, listen, I'm not that girl that's like, you know what, you can't be friends with the enemy, but looks a little messy to me. I don't know. So we're here hanging out with them, and that's just where it's at. Okay, so that's what I have there that I found interesting with the Tylers that are going to be on the show. Okay. Very nice people, very welcoming. They're very great at networking. They are very well known in the DC area. So I think it's time for them to get their shine on TV if that's really what they want to do. But allegedly, there's going to be a lot of rumors spewing about with this couple. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So DJ Quicksilver and his wife Ashley. Okay, haven't really seen or heard anything bad about them personally, which I hope to see a lot of positivity on the show, especially with there being a lot of black couples, well, all black couples, if you will, on this show. The only thing that I can remember with DJ Quicksilver Silva, I remember he's a renowned radio host, right? Very great, very well known DJ in the area. He is currently on 92Q 92.3 in the Baltimore area and 93.9 in the DC area. Okay. The last issue I had, or actually listened to him on the radio, last time I listened to him on the radio, there was a situation with a radio host, former radio host, Danny Starr. There used to be a radio show with Quicksilver, Danny Starr, and 5'9", and I never forget. This is when I used to listen to the radio. There was a show where there was a woman on there that was talking about. I mean, I guess she cleans homes or something like that. And Danny was basically making the stance of, I don't want a woman that is beautiful cleaning my house or whatever, or being around my husband. And that was just her personal opinion. So they were kind of talking about this as a group on the radio, and then she felt blindsided because apparently they brought this said woman that was beautiful and cleaning homes on the show without her recollection. So that kind of created, and this, I'm just giving y'all the gist of the story. Danny quitting the show, it was a whole big thing. People were looking at DJ Quicksilver and 5'9" as the bad guys. Danny came and cleaned it up, wrote a statement saying that they were really good guys. And I haven't really heard anything negative about him ever since then. So interested to see him in his family life. I've heard he's a very good family man, very loyal and dedicated, devoted to his wife and his children. So I think he's going to be another positive figure on TV. Now, the other two that are going to be on the show, I can't remember their names, child, to save my life, but I think that they are going to be friends of in some capacity. um Hold on, y'all, I can find their names right now because I think Monique actually tagged them all, so on her page. So there's somebody, Neil Lyons and his wife are going to be on the show. So the Lions, we're going to call them the Lions. I don't know anything about this couple. So interested to see what we're going to learn about them. Okay. So yeah, I am interested to see how this season is going to go. Monique is saying, Carlos is saying that the show is going to come out in the summer. So we can expect to see this happening around the summertime after Love and Marriage Huntsville is gone. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see Monique in full personality, full everything. Also, it's going to be interesting to see her in a light where she doesn't have to worry about somebody bringing out something negative about her on purpose just for ratings or because they don't like her. These are going to be, Monique talked about in the live with Carlos, where Carlos basically allowed her to choose the couples because she really did not want to come back to reality TV. She really didn't. So apparently Carlos reached out to her. This was an organic thing that kind of evolved over time into them even talking about a show and her coming being just open to coming back to reality TV, period. Okay. So he allowed her, and this is on her interview with him, and I think it's still posted on her page, so you guys be sure to go and watch that. She talked about, he let her pick 12 couples. And out of the 12 couples that she recommended, they chose the other 2 or 3 couples that are going to be on the show. And there's going to be some friends of on the show too. And apparently there's going to be some really explosive things that they were not expecting that is already happening on the show. Now, Monique went live about this with Carlos a couple days ago. Apparently they have just a couple more weeks of filming to go. So they're already in the midst of the thick of some drama right now. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. Again, as a native local in the DC area, I'm excited to see these couples get some shine and get on TV and kind of, show Black marriage in a positive light. I hope that's going to be shown a lot on the show. And if there's going to be some things and some trials and some tribulations, I want to see that too. And I want to see how they navigate through these things. So very interested to see how this goes, y'all. So I just wanted to hop on and kind of give my 2 cents on Love and Marriage DC, child, and how it's going to go and what we can expect. So be looking out for that this summer and the couples that are going to be on there. And we're going to see how this shakes out. And it's a Carlos King production, so it's going to be great. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.